Has silver really done a good job of keeping up with inflation over the last few years? Well, if you ask a lot of the people in my comments, the answer would be no. But I have in my hand here some evidence that says that silver's actually done a very good job of keeping up with this inflation that we've experienced since 2019. And today I'm going to show you exactly what I mean with some hard evidence by going over an unboxing video that I did 5 years ago. And I went ahead and repriced everything in that box from 5 years ago to see what it would cost me today. So if you want to find out how much more it would cost me to buy that unboxing today, stick with me. But don't forget to like and subscribe and help this channel continue to grow. My channel is sponsored by sdbullion.com. New customers can get their first order of gold or silver at spot by going to sdbullion.com/new. So I have some silver on the table for dramatic effect, because who watches this channel and doesn't like to look at silver? But this isn't what we want to focus on. I actually want to focus on the silver in this video. And by the way, if you want to see the video, I will put a link down below, but keep in mind it's over 5 years old, so it's not as good as the videos I do today. Now, this video is a video I did in July of 2019 before the pandemic, where I unboxed a $2,500 order worth of silver. Now, if you're wondering how much that silver would cost today if I ordered it right now, well, you're about to find out, because in front of me, I have the entire order summary. Now, look at the spot price when I did this, by the way. I'm trying to hide some of these numbers here. Well, you're just going to see some of them. Spot price at the time was $15.11. Today it is $30.58, over double what it was when I placed this order. And so what I went and did was looked up each one of these items that I could find on the retailer that I ordered them from, and I looked for the prices that they were today. Now, some of these items were out of stock. So for example, if you see OOS right here, that means they didn't have any. And so what I did for anything out of stock is I just added a very, very conservative $2 an ounce to the spot price. So you can see these 1 ounces, $32.58 is what I said I would have to pay for them today, with spot being at $30.58. So literally spot plus 2. I guarantee you that if these were actually in stock, it would be more than plus 2. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when you see some of these other ones. A good example actually right here. You can look, these right here were $15.11. Well, today they'd be $32.58. No, they're actually $35.83. Or this 2018 1 ounce Imperial Dragon would be, $32.58, actually $36.93 today. So a significant difference, not just the fact that spot is over doubled, but more than $2 an ounce over spot. The premiums have went up as well. Well, maybe not on this one. $15.11 to $19.10. I paid $3.99. So yeah, the premiums have went up, just not near as much on some of these pieces, but some of these are astronomical, and how much I actually had to spend or would have to spend to get this today is crazy. So let's start looking at some of the items. So you can see our first one here, we have a 2013 through 2017 Canada random year of these 1.5 ounces from Canada. At the time I bought these, I paid $25.64. Today, I would have to pay $47.78. So it would have went from $512, what I paid then for the 20 of them, to $955.60. That is crazy. 1 ounce silver bars, random design. I paid $20.10. Now I'd have to pay $35.83. $179 to $150 goes to $179.15. I ordered some of these Cameroon 1 ounce silver dragons. Today then it cost me $38.20. Today $73.66. These right here, these 1 ounce Route 66s, I should say. Sorry. I paid $17.20 a piece for those. Today I'd have to pay $32.58. So those jumped almost, not quite double, but double, close to double. 1 ounce silver moon landings. Now these were out of stock. Actually, if you notice, these actually were just $2 over spot. So because they were out of stock, so I didn't get an actual price. But again, $162.90 here. Going on to page 2 of this order, a lot of really cool stuff, and not all of these were out of stock. So I won't go over every single item, but if you look at these moon landings, these 2 ounce Destiny Night dragons, which I actually do have a lot of these still. Not all of them, because a lot of these I got from my stream back then. So a lot of these went out to people that watch my channel. But a lot of these, I have like one of, sitting in my collection. But anyway, let's go to something that is in stock. These 2 ounce, I want to look at this. These 2 ounce hand poured silver skulls, Day of the Dead, All Seeing Eyes. At the time, spot was $15.11, and I paid $40.20 for a 2 ouncer. So that I paid about $20.10 an ounce. Today I would have to pay $81.78, so over $40 per ounce. So basically I would have to pay double what I paid back then, right? 80, more than double for these. So that cost me, I just bought one, but went from 40.20 to 81.78. All right, look at this, guys. 2018 Australia 2-ounce koala. I paid 35.21 a piece. Now they're 81.75. That's well over double. So I paid $176 back then for 5 of them. Today it would have cost me $408.75. These 2-ounce Mothmen, bait more than doubled. Yeah, more than doubled. So that one more than doubled. This one more than doubled. And if we go on to the next page, these 2-ounce Queen's Beast, look at these. I paid $35.60. Today I'd have to pay $91.70. They did have these in stock. That's what they charged me today. So $91.70 for $183.40. These right here are just random secondary markets. Obviously, everything is one up so much. And you can see, just looking at the total right here, that at the time, I called it a $2,500 silver unboxing, but I paid $24.10. It was close enough. We rounded it up. How much do you think, though, if I had to do this today, this would actually cost me? Well, you can see the numbers if you want to add them up with a calculator, have at it, or you can just wait a second and I'm going to tell you right now. If I bought this today, it would cost me $4,764.82. And that's based on when I look these numbers up. Obviously, spot price changes. But we went from $24.10. Double would have been $48.20. So not quite double, but really, really close to double what I would have had, or what I paid back then. I would have to pay to get the same unboxing, the same exact amount of silver that I had in that unboxing back then. That's what I would have to pay today. Now, the point of me doing this video today is that I wanted to show you that while, yes, I agree that silver did lag behind, right? When we started seeing the massive spike in inflation, silver did not keep up very quickly, but it has shown itself to do exactly what I talk about on this channel I expect silver to do, and that's to protect the value of my dollar. And in fact, it's done a really good job of that. So let me show you what I mean. We've talked many times on this channel about how a silver quarter would get you a gallon of gas in 1964, just like it will today. Well, this silver quarter right here, I mean, right now, 90% is selling for just over $20 per dollar. That means this quarter is going for over $5. The gas station down the street from me has gas for $2.50. So obviously, depending on where you live, it's going to be different in California, but I would bet that even in California, you can get enough for at least 1 gallon of gas with this quarter. Today, where I live, I can get 2 gallons of gas for the value of that quarter. And that is, that's been consistent going back into the 50s and 60s when we were still making our money out of silver. So many times I've repeated, I've preached on this channel so many times that silver is not a get rich quick scheme. I know I'm going to get people that comment, that are like, well, you should just buy Bitcoin, or you should have just bought this stock or that stock. Listen, I know I don't put my money into silver expecting to become rich. I put my money into silver, and you've heard me say this before, expecting to preserve the value of the money that I already have. I have other investments that are intended to make me money. I have quite the diverse portfolio, but that's not why I put my money in the silver. Silver is a savings account that protects my dollar from inflation. It protects my dollar from hyperinflation and the devaluation of the US dollar, which, while I have said many times on this channel, I absolutely believe that the US dollar is incredibly important, and I have not changed that stance. It really is. You can't pay your rent, you can't buy your gas with silver today. You can with the dollar. The dollar is important, but there comes a limit to when I think I have too many dollars just sitting around doing nothing that I want to protect. I want to keep them as a savings account. I don't want to put them in a stock. I don't want to put them in something super risky like Bitcoin. I just want to keep a physical asset that I have, that I hold, that I own, that's going to maintain the value of that. And silver, and in some part gold, has done a very good job of doing that for me. Yeah, there are times when if I would have bought silver in 2011, I'd still be underwater. If you would have bought silver in 1980, you'd really be underwater. But for the most part, assuming that you're making smart decisions and not buying into hype and not, being like, oh my gosh, silver's 50, better get it before it goes to 100. As long as you're not doing that, as long as you're not FOMOing in the silver and you're doing it responsibly, at least for me, this is not financial advice and it's not going to work the same for everyone. Situations are different, but for me, silver has always done a very good job of doing exactly what I wanted to do. And that's why I love it so much. Well, that and the fact that it's absolutely gorgeous. But, you know, that's a totally different story. Listen, guys, I've said this many times, but if you like this channel, if you like what you heard today, do me a favor. Don't forget to subscribe and see more videos. It helps YouTube recommend this video to others if you go down and hit the like button as well. I really appreciate you being here. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.